Beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, the site for the Mavericks. Enigmatic. That may be the only way to describe Kyrie Irving and his incredible handle. The sharpshooting playmaker is the focus of the offense as they prepare for the game at Spectrum Center. Mavs Hornets is next. We're back in just a moment. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Spencer Dinwiddie.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. And one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. Then there's Irving. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's Grimes in at shooting guard. And for Charlotte, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Green in at the small forward spot. And we are honored, truly honored, to be here on Martin Luther King Day, a special day, Greg, on the NBA calendar.
It is. Traditionally, the games in Memphis and Atlanta, a chance to reflect and celebrate Dr. King. It's one of the best days of the season by far.
Back to Irving. Off target from outside. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Pass to Grimes. Stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Ball showing off those two-way skills, getting it done on both ends.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Grimes, and stolen by Miller. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
One thing you know you're going to get from Bridges, he can really score.
That has never been a problem for him. He's always been able to put it in the basket. He's got a really good feel and stays in attack mode when he's on the offensive end.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. He was all alone on that one.
Washington will match your threes because he's got game from outside.
Here's Ball. 26 points for him last game against Chicago.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Now here's Williams. 4-point game. Green kicks to Bridges. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Washington passes to Irving. And Ball with the block.
No, sir. Get it out of here. LaMelo using that long reach to deny that shot.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. The Hornets, #1.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
And the Mavericks with possession here. 6-point game. Lively the pass to Thompson. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Outside Williams. Pass to Green. Bridges with it. Five to shoot. Pulls up. Mavericks with the rebound.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Irving kicks to Marshall. Inside. Grimes with the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Ball. 5 points in the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, Coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys will be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
Thank you, David. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. That sends Kyrie Irving to the free throw line. LaMelo Ball picks one up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in. Cody Martin comes in for Josh Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Brandon Miller. And it's Micic in for Ball. Boy, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
And Gafford throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Curry, following the score by Dallas. 1:03 left in the first. Pass to Martin. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
51 seconds left to play here in the first. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. To the inside. Here's Irving. Diabate grabs the board.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Pass to Bridges.
Bridges brings a toughness to his team's interior scoring because of his athleticism, physicality, and aggressiveness.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
First one falls for him.
In addition to being a talented scorer, Bridges also gets a good amount of board work done too. He's a terrific all-around player.
Ball's checked in for the Hornets. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardy comes in for Kyrie Irving. Both free throws good from Bridges.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Ball against Dinwiddie. Can't hit from the low block. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Hornets lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The Mavericks trailing. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Hardy. And it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Washington. His last outing, 16 points for him. 2 points, that one goes.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Dinwiddie. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw fouls.
And here is Ball. He's got 7. Sinks that one from the post. Ball's got 9 points.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Mavericks trail by 4. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Over in the corner, Marshall. Pass to Washington. There's a screen by Washington. Cranes the three-pointer. Hardy's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Ball. And the Hornets lead by 3.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. Miller comes in for Seth Curry. The Mavericks also with the sub. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season. Williams dishes to Martin. Martin with the screen for Miller. It's rebounded by Dallas. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. And guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
He misses the free throw. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively comes in for Maxi Kleber, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Hardy. Here's Ball. He's got 9. Pass to Salon. Back to Ball. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford.
What's up?
And that one misses.
Well, I tell you, I like Ball's mental makeup for such a young guy. Plays with patience and the wisdom of a 10-year vet, and he produces in every area.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Mavericks have been much improved defensively. Coach Jason Kidd says when you're leaning on Luka offensively to deliver, and he does, we have to be able to cover him. Not just him, but Kyrie. The focus on playing defense and protecting one another is at a high right now. It can't just be 3 guys. It has to be all 5. Kevin?
It is, David. You're right. It's a team game. Mavericks trail by 4. Dinwiddie outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Dinwiddie's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Pass to Williams. Outside, Ball. And Ball gets double teamed. Williams, a screen on Irving. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look for Dallas. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Klay Thompson comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Dinwiddie. Here's Thompson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Green, the pass to Micic. Can't hit from in close. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. They trail by 3, and after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. To the paint, and finished off by Lively.
If you're looking for a rim runner, Derek Lively is your guy.
Here's Micic. 9-point game his last outing. Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
Here's Irving. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Lively a screen on Green. Pass to Lively. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
The Hornets have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Green against Thompson. And here's Miller. Jacks up a three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Irving for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Pass to Micic. Green with a screen on Irving. Here's Micic. And it's the Hornets another 3. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Charlotte up 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule. Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so I'd like to ask him first, Ernest.
Well, everybody wanted me, Kenny. Don't be jealous. I say LA is way up there. You know, because you're always home. Especially during the 3P days. It was very, very hot there.
Yeah, you kind of set yourself up for that one, Jeff.
I know.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Dallas Mavericks.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in the big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Green is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams at the center position. So that's the Hornets 5.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the score by Charlotte. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
Charlotte in the lead. Ball, the pass to Bridges. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then drew the foul.
The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
That one drops. He ties it up. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Pass to Miller. Back to Ball. And Ball gets double teamed. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Miller. It's rebounded by Dallas. Thompson left side. The kick out to Irving. Shoots over Ball. Dallas again missing. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Floats it up for Williams, and Charlotte can't hang on to the ball. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Charlotte, this hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Back to Thompson for the lead. Dallas, no good that time either.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kyrie Irving has teamed up with Luka Doncic. Kai says he's a winner. I'm a winner. We like going against the best. That's where we connect. It's about how we galvanize the rest of the group. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. I've failed and succeeded at the highest level, and I want to get back to that place. Kevin?
Yeah, and if anybody can do it, it is Kai. Title or bust. Thank you, D.A. And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
Irving's shot is good.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Green kicks to Bridges. Pass to Miller. Ball against Irving, and Ball gets double teamed. Just 5 to shoot. Now Bridges. Offline with his 3. Here's Grimes, and Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
It's out of bounds. Nice touch by Lively. Cody Martin, he's checked in for Josh Green. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Irving. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Miller, the pass to Williams. Ball with it. There's a screen by Williams. 5 on the clock. Ball finds Miller. Williams. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Washington against Bridges. To the middle. Here's Dinwiddie. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And, you know, guys, we've talked about Dinwiddie's height before. Well, he does a good job using that height with these strong finishes.
1:58 left to play in the third. Outside Williams. Pass to Miller. Outside Martin. Now Bridges. Miller inside. He's covered by Thompson. Miller dishes to Martin. Stolen by Thompson. Down low. The fader. And Dinwiddie gets it to go on the assist from Marshall.
Boy, he makes it look so easy. Dinwiddie gliding around the court and spraying those jumpers.
Williams a screen on Dinwiddie to stop the crouch, and Williams with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
There's Dinwiddie after the basket by Charlotte. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in, and Curry subbed in for Miller. Dallas also making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Maxi Kleber comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's Hardy in for Thompson. .54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Hardy. Makes it off the glass. Hardy's got 7 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Hornets trail by 3. Martin with the screen for Curry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Hardy.
You know, it's hard to know what Seth's going to do when he pulls up this close. He's excellent at making the defense uncomfortable.
The Hornets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. The lead is 2. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Right wing. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Drains it from 17 feet out. Hardy's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Kleba against Bridges. There's the 3. The shot, no good. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Mavericks lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Understand something. Keep talking on the defensive end. Stay the course.
Coach Jason Kidd, he's helped create an identity for this team. There's no doubt. Wants them to stay in character.
Yeah, and how they perform defensively, the effort they give on that end really is a big part of that.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Daniel Gafford is out there with Maxi Kleba. Then there's Hardy, and it's Marshall. And at the 3, the small forward. Here's Salong. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket.
That's to Curry. Releases. Kept alive by Charlotte. There's Ball with the 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mavericks trail by 5. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Dallas, no good that time either. And here's Charlotte. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And Ball gets double-teamed. Martin from outside. Dinwiddie with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Kleba. Here's Gafford, guarded by Curry. Shot's good by Gafford.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, during the break, listened in with Charles Lee and his team. He said nobody thought we'd be in this position right now, and we are. He said he was proud of his guys, but he also said, now go finish this thing off and get this win. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Now, here is Miller. Green, the pass to Williams. Back to Green. On the wing, Bridges. Green with a screen for Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. There's Ball with the 3. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Irving. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. And that's now 9 points for Kyrie Irving. Ball against Irving. 3-pointer. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bridges. Hits the jump hook. And the Hornets lead by 6.
Well, he's very dependable from that area. So Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
Now, here is Irving. Williams with the block. Pass to Bridges. Outside, ball. Back to Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Ball. It's good on the putback. And now an 11-point Hornets lead.
Boy, you rarely see that from a point guard, but LaMelo Ball, he's a different breed.
Steps back. Can they get it? Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
At the line for your Hornets, Brandon Miller, shooting one.
That free throw good from Miller. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
And Jason Kidd has called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. .119 left to play in the final quarter. Washington with the screen on Ball. Here's Irving. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Hornets.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take that first game of the season series. That's what they've done here tonight against the Mavericks.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball, following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Irving. Rebound by Williams. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Bridges kicks to Ball. Miller outside, inside, and Williams throws it down.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Miles, congrats on the win. Can this team carry the momentum into the next game?
Well, I think we're just going to approach the game like we have been these last games. We've been playing very hard, moving the ball, and playing great defense. So if we approach it like that, I think we'll win.
Thanks again for your time, man. Back to you.
All right, D.A., thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew. thanking you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.